Classified as the world's largest known invertebrate, the colossal squid is the largest species of squid that exists. Its eyes are larger than that of any other creature on Earth, which means it can probably see you right now. No, it can't. It's underwater. There are walls. There are walls in the way. Don't worry, you're safe. They grow up to 35 feet in length and weigh as much as 1,000 pounds. The only known predator of the animal is the sperm whale, as they've found inside the stomach linings of the latter. But the sharp hooks at the end of its tentacles do allow it to fight back. Personally, I think even if I was a sperm whale, I wouldn't want to eat a squid that had spikes. First detailed in the 1890s, the Pelargothoria natatrix was said to be a common sight on deep-sea expeditions during the time, but has rarely been seen since. It's a highly unusual sea cucumber that spends its entire adult life adrift in the water. Oh, how sad. It looks like a jellyfish, and it's the only pelagic echinoderm known to date. Its swimming web is transparent and it's shaped like an umbrella that seemingly feeds on any tiny particles that fall into its funnel-like throat. Massive fins and its kind of shrunken body probably means that the animal doesn't need to rest on the seafloor, unlike other swimming sea cucumbers that live in the deep sea. In other words, it's basically a sea cucumber living the lifestyle of a jellyfish. And why not? You go, girl! This deep-sea creature is also known as the pelican eel due to its mouth. Little is known about the animal, but its enormous mouth is capable of swallowing things much, much larger than itself. It lurks around 3,000 meters below the surface and grows up to 6 feet long. Stretchy stomachs and enlarged jaws, that's a terrifying combination. I'm not going anywhere near this one, I tell you. The dragonfish began its life at the surface of the ocean because its egg is buoyant, bobbing along on the top of the waves. It then goes to depths of nearly 2 kilometers, and like other deep-sea creatures, it becomes capable of producing its own light using a method known as bioluminescence, which is a fantastic word. One of the animal's light-producing photophores can be found on a barbel attached to its lower jaw, something it presumably uses for hunting or leading people into horrible traps. Again, I wouldn't want to get in a fight with this guy. The hairy angler became a common occurrence in little children's nightmares, ever since it chased Nemo and Dory in Pixar's Finding Nemo. To attract prey, the fish uses a bioluminescent fishing pole that hangs just above and in front of its toothy face. The lure, meanwhile, is a piece of dorsal spine packed with millions of glow-in-the-dark bacteria. It also has an expanding stomach, making it capable of eating other fish bigger than itself due to the scarcity of passing food. Residing in the aphotic zone, over 1,000 meters or 3,500 feet deep, below the surface of the ocean. Its red skin actually renders it invisible because red light does not penetrate to this depth. Due to its deep habitat, not much else is known about the hairy angler, and personally I'd like to keep it that way. I'm not going down there. No, no, no. The black swallower is a species of deep-sea fish in the family Chiasmodontidae, which I've probably said wrong. Anyway, it's notable for its ability to swallow fish larger than itself, which is sometimes why it's named the Great Swallower. It's found in depths reaching 2,300 to 9,000 feet, and with its greatly distensible stomach, it is capable of swallowing prey over twice its length and 10 times its mass. Its upper jaws are articulated with a skull at the front via the suspensorium, allowing the jaws to swing down and encompass objects larger than the swallower's head. Black swallows have been found to have swallowed fish so large they could not be digested before decomposition set in, and the resulting release of gases forced the swallower to the ocean surface. During 2007, a black swallower measuring 19 centimeters long was found dead off of Grand Cayman. Its stomach contained a snake mackerel that was 86 centimeters long, or 4 times its length. This guy seriously has eyes bigger than his belly. The fearsome goblin shark, first discovered in 1898, measures between 8 and 13 feet, and they're the only surviving member of a 125 million year old family. The animal is reminiscent of a prehistoric dinosaur with its jagged teeth, small eyes and long snout, which helps it look for food on the ocean floor, while its extending jaws retract at will. They're not a danger to humans though, as it lives at depths exceeding 330 feet. Well, maybe you'll encounter one when you go to the beach next time. Just just stay near the surface. Alright. The megamouth shark, meanwhile, is an extremely rare species of deep water shark. It swims with its mouth wide open, catching and sucking in fish and krill as it glides along, having a whale of a time. Its massive mouth extends past its eyes and is equipped with about 50 rows of sharp, small teeth on each jaw. That's gonna be an expensive dentist trip. The northern stargazer, a fish that has its mouth and eyes located on top of its head because of its feeding strategy, bury themselves in the sand and then ascend furiously to attack prey as it swims by. When hungry, it buries itself in the dirt and in as little as 4 seconds becomes nothing but a sneering skull face in the mud. And then when something tasty swims by overhead, it leaps out and has its dinner. And if that wasn't enough, organs situated above their eyes are electric and capable of delivering lethal shocks. Not fun. Commonly referred to as a prehistoric animal, as it belongs to a primitive species that hasn't changed much over millions of years, the frilled shark has the 300 trident-shaped teeth set in place in 25 rows, which frankly just feels like showing off. The rare animal resides within the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, while scientists believe it breaks the record for gestation periods among sharks, taking around 3.5 years to give birth. That's a long time to carry a baby, especially if that baby has that many teeth. Ouch. Anyway, no one really knows how the shark attacks its prey, but if you're the victim someday, then give us a shout and we can update this video and let you know how it does it. Cheers. Hope you're not dead. Nice one. Don't be fooled by the name here. The sarcastic fringe head may have a chuckle-inducing name, but this ferocious fish is no joke. Known for its large mouth, they are ambush feeders and aggressively attack their prey. Featuring the predator's mouth, if you hadn't noticed, they're extremely territorial. When two fringe heads face off against each other for a territorial battle, they wrestle by pressing their distended mouths against each other as if they were having a big sexy kiss. But they're not having a big sexy kiss. This allows them to determine which is the larger fish, which establishes dominance. Basically, it's a case of saying who's got the biggest lips, let's have a kiss and find out. But not in a sexy way. This is not a sexy fish. Their depth range tends to be from 3 to 73 meters, which is around 9.8 to 239.5 feet. Another terrifying animal, which is actually represented accurately by its name, is the vampire squid. You're not gonna like these. They're a relatively tiny creature. It gets its name from its red colouring, glowing bioluminescent eyes, and the cloak-like webbing that connects its 8 arms. While it features similarities with both squid and octopuses, it's actually not a squid, but its own separate family, which is why it's the last remaining member. As such, the animal is referred to as a living fossil. And thankfully, as you may have noted, it won't drink your blood. It just looks creepy, okay? Panic over, everyone can go home.